Hiya, I'm Nee and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be building a castle for book lovers, also known as a library. I was really excited as soon as I saw the new castle kit because I knew I wanted to build a castle that was more catered towards people that loved books, because I do love books. So I thought it would be perfect to create a little library inside a castle. I've actually never seen a library castle, but I hope they do exist in real life, and if they don't, who knows? Maybe I'll be the one to bring them around. No, I don't think so. But still, I really enjoyed the idea of having this beautiful big castle that was transformed into a library for everyone here in Enford-on-Bagley, because I love building here. I keep building in this world. I honestly need to start building in other worlds, but well, that's a story for another day. But yeah, I am working on the shell at the moment of the castle. I wanted it to not be as symmetrical as some of the other builds I've been doing. Especially the last castle I did was quite symmetrical. Every kind of side had the same kind of layout. I wanted this one to have turrets still, but for them to be a little bit mismatched in a way. It still looks very symmetrical when I look at it now actually, but I was going for a more asymmetrical vibe. So yeah, you have two entrances into this library, one here on the side and one sort of in the front of this lot. I do imagine that the side entrance is probably what gets used up the most, because there's a car park just to the side of it. I also wanted to include a car park, so it just feels a little bit more like this is a castle that is used nowadays. It's not just for decoration, it's not a museum, it's a more kind of current thing. I am mapping out a little bit of a courtyard. I know I keep using courtyards in these castle builds, but I thought a little reading nook that would be in the center of this kind of castle would be very, very beautiful, and I really wanted to do it, so I did do it. But yeah, I'm just mapping out the little courtyard moment, getting some grass in, getting a little tree in as well, and again still working on the outside and making sure I've got the right kind of shape for everything and that everything fits in the correct places. I also go around and kind of map out what the floor plan of this library will be. I have it upstairs and then downstairs on this library, and I've kind of divided the places like in your usual like reading space and like the computer spaces and like a little cafeteria, a little like sitting room kind of thing. And I also got to use these turrets as like an almost like older part for this library, and you kind of go into this turret and you've got lots and lots of stairs, and then as you get to the top you've got a special little place that you will see further on in the video that is like a little room. I imagine that you can rent out the turret and kind of have a private study moment. That is what I imagine anyway. But how much would it be to rent out a turret in a castle? I don't know. I imagine it would be a lot though. So yeah, I'm working on the windows at the moment. I'm still loving these windows and everything in this pack. I think it's just, I personally I really, really love modern architecture, as you can probably tell, but I do love traditional architecture as well. And here in Britain, like you see like a lot more traditional and even medieval architecture sometimes when you go to more historic places, and I just personally love it. I just love to look at it. And the fact that we have it in The Sims at the moment makes me really, really happy, and I just want to use it all the time, which is why I haven't stopped building the castles yet. I feel like I need another kind of kit, pack, whatever expansion to come out before I'm going to be done building these castles. Yeah, this is the inside at the moment. As you can see, there's like random items scattered about. This is basically how I map out my floor plans. I leave like key furniture around so I remember what the individual areas are for. And this is honestly a tip if you're building and you want to have in mind what kind of floor plan you're going to do. Maybe just leave a couple of furniture bits around so you can map out the house or whatever you are building properly. I think it just makes it so much more easier. But yeah, I'm going around placing some lighting. I'm actually using the lights from Paranormal Pack. I don't think I ever used those lights, but I just liked the feel of it. It felt a little bit whimsical, and as a book-loving person myself, I think I would love to see like these lanterns coming down as I'm reading a book or something. Honestly, this is a place I would love to visit. If they converted a castle in real life to a library, I would be all over it. Why has no one done it yet? I mean, this is not exactly a thing that you can do easily, I am sure, but still. I'm going around and placing some mood lighting as well. I feel like in these castles, just sconces work because they provide light while still keeping that ambiance. But yeah, now I'm going around and placing the bookshelves. There are going to be so many bookshelves in this video because this is a library, so of course there's going to be like so many of them. But yeah, I'm mapping out the downstairs area at the moment. This is supposed to be more of a reading and studying area, and there's gonna be tons and tons of bookshelves so you can get your books. And in these little tiny nooks, they're like inside the tiny turrets. They're supposed to be like a study research area. I'm gonna be actually placing the research machines. I don't always get to use those research machines from Discovery University, but when I get a chance, I love placing them down because they are actually quite a useful tool in game because your Sims can quickly research and gain an ability that they don't have yet, a skill in this case. Yeah, this is actually the sitting area I am working on right now. It's just to the side of each entrance of the castle. So I imagine if you're coming in and maybe you just got a book, or maybe you're coming to return a book, or whatever you want to do, maybe you just go to the side and go in the sitting area. I'm also placing lots and lots of fireplaces all around because I just want to really get that feeling of a cozy, quaint, old castle still, even though this is a library now, so I do include the fireplaces still. I'm working on the little sitting moment inside the study area. This is, I imagine, again, if you're coming in, you just picked up a book and you want to sit down, you don't particularly want to be in one of the chairs. I don't think they're uncomfortable, but still, you don't particularly want to sit down at a table. Maybe you just sit here to the side in the sofa. But yeah, I'm going around adding lots and lots of frames and artwork around just to bring forth that old traditional vibe. But yeah, those are the research machines that I placed down for 1 second there. But yeah, continuing to go around and properly furnish everything, going in with some lamps in each table to just make it feel a bit more cozy and a bit more warm and inviting to sit down and properly read your book. But yeah, I did have a couple of packs in mind as I was building this and I had them selected. Obviously, base game has some great traditional furniture. Get Together is another one that really just has great furniture for this kind of building. Also Discover University, obviously. I love it, and I love it for this. And anything else? I'm not sure actually. I'm sure. Oh, of course, the book nook kit. What am I on about? Yes, absolutely the book nook kit as well. I love that pile of books that comes with that kit because it's just so versatile and you can use it anywhere. And I absolutely go in as I finish furnishing this. You will see it in just a little bit. I go in and I place those piles of books everywhere. But yeah, I've gone back to the little sitting area at the moment. I'm just working on it, making it feel a bit more grand, a bit more furnished, a bit more ornate. Going in with some artwork, of course, some flowers, lots and lots of flowers. I imagine this library is very well kept. There's clearly lots and lots. I don't know if they're paid. I guess they're paid. I don't think they're volunteers. I guess they're paid workers that are here and they take care of this. I love this little shelf of books here from the book nook kit. I use it a whole lot in this entrance, kind of sitting room place, because I just think it adds a little bit of a quirky element to the walls, and it just looked really nice here, really. But yeah, I go around and I place lots of those little shelves, a little bit too much of those little shelves. When I look back on the footage, I was like, okay, maybe I went a little bit overboard, but I really liked it. But yeah, this is the formal entrance, I will call it. Off this entrance, you can either go into the reading study area or the sitting room or the little courtyard. I imagine, again, this entrance probably doesn't get used as much. Maybe the students from Brightchester, because I did include a couple of Brightchester moments in this little entrance here, which is the second entrance that I imagine gets used up just a bit more. Maybe the students just know, if you're a person that comes here a lot, you're like, yeah, we're gonna go in the second entrance. We know that this is the place we come in. But maybe people that are visiting, more tourist kind of people, go through the other entrance. This is at least what I imagine. This is a lot of backstory for this build, to be honest. I didn't know I had these many ideas as I was building, but apparently I did. But yeah, still going around, placing a couple of globes. That beautiful, oh yeah, vampires. That's another pack that I used. That beautiful open book kind of moment from vampires. But yeah, I'm working on the courtyard. I love all of these pieces from Romantic Garden stuff. I hope you guys picked up Romantic Garden stuff while it was free. I'm not sure it's still free. I think it isn't anymore, but I really hope you picked up while it was, because it's a great pack, honestly. In terms of garden stuff and landscaping and everything, this is definitely a pack you should have. I'm going around and furnishing this little courtyard moment, placing some little like grass bits and just some tiny little plants and just making it feel a bit more like this is actually on the outside, because technically this is a room in game and the floor is flooring. It isn't real grass, because you cannot really have it when it is on a foundation like this. It would just split the foundation and I just wasn't having it. I didn't want any of that. So this is technically a room, but this is on the outside and it is open just above it, so you do get the elements coming in. So just imagine that this is absolutely the real thing. But yeah, I'm going around and now I'm gonna start adding some books to this. There we go, that beautiful pile of books. I just love it. It just gives it so much personality. It is a little bit cheeky when you think of it. I hope the students and the people that use this library they're not actually putting the books outside, but it just looked great and I had to. But yeah, don't do that. If you go to a library in real life, don't leave your books outside. I'm sure the librarians are not gonna like that. But yeah, we're going upstairs, and upstairs is a little chess area just next to the mezzanine, because you can absolutely look down and see the entrance, and it's just a beautiful moment over here. But yeah, I imagine like maybe the students again from Brichester. I don't think Foxbury people come here, to be honest. I don't think so at all. But yeah, I imagine the Brichester students come here. Maybe they've got their chess club over here. I'd love to have a chess club here. Can you imagine that? In a castle? Just mind-blowing. Anyway, I don't think you could get anything in a castle nowadays. But I would hope you could. Maybe a museum, just that. I've gone to plenty castle museums, but that's about it. But yeah, this is another little sitting moment. This is going to be next to the computers. I've got, once again, that little nook with the research machines, because I think it works, and you need plenty of them, because as soon as you come to this library, all of the Sims are going to be hogging everything. And I've got a little debate corner as well. Again, trying to use lots of Discovery University elements, because I think sometimes you can't just get them in everywhere easily, so I wanted to add lots of elements from Discovery University. Maybe if you're in Henford and Bagley and you're studying in Brichester, maybe you study from home and you live at home, so you could come over here to this library and get your debate skills up, or even if you're not in university, just get your debate skill up over here. But yeah, this is the area that's going to house all of the computers. I made sure to add lots and lots of computers, because I know how the Sims are. They are greedy. They really are greedy. When they see them computers, they're just all over them. Honestly, every time I come to a library in The Sims, and even when I was playtesting this, I came upstairs with my Sim, most of the computers were already taken up. So I made sure to add lots and lots of them, but obviously there's lots of free tables upstairs and downstairs, so if your Sims come over here with the laptops, they can also work, so that's an added bonus. But yeah, I use these computers because I feel like they look kind of like library computers, if you know what I mean. I mean, do people even go to libraries anymore? I have no idea. I used to love going to the library. It was like a hobby for me. I would just love it. I had and still have plenty of books at home. I currently have an incredible library of 700 books. A little bit crazy, I am aware, but I love reading. I truly do, and I've loved reading for a long time, so I've collected them over like many years. But anyway, I remember even when I already had a lot of books, I just love going to the library just for the environment of it. Just being in a place filled with books and lots of people trying to read and work and all of it. It just felt like a good environment to me. But I do wonder, do people even go to libraries anymore? I have been to a couple of libraries in the past year actually. But oh well, who knows? They weren't very full, I'll tell you that. This is the little cafeteria moment. I imagine if you're over here working and studying all day, you need a place where you can get your fix, get your food. So I did include the Discovery University cafeteria little thing. Is it Discovery University or high school? No, this is the Discovery University one, yeah. I included this cafeteria and I can confirm that it does work in game. I have playtested this, and as long as you hire a vendor like any other kind of stall, whatever in The Sims, as long as you hire one for 100 simoleons, it's gonna be just fine. But in case you don't have the money and you don't want to do this, I've included fridges and I've included the microwaves and the coffee machines and the tea machines. So you have plenty of options. You can get whatever you want. You can get free food from the fridges, as everyone knows. If you don't know, you know it now. So you can get free food from the fridges if you would like to. But yeah, this is what the cafeteria looks like. Bit simple, a bit traditional, just bish bash bosh. That's the cafeteria. And this is the little dining area. It's also in the mezzanine. I was trying to fit so many chairs right there and it just wasn't working. But oh well. This is a really beautiful, quaint kind of dining room because it's still got the original kind of pillars and they're so grand. They're like massive columns in the middle of this dining room and it just feels a bit particular but still nice. I imagine this is a beautiful place that most people like to come and chill out. Maybe if you've got your own laptop, you might just chill over here with a coffee and your laptop just in one corner. I would imagine I would do that maybe. Yeah, it sounds really nice. But yeah, place some bins because you need to get some bins. And I almost always leave the bins just for the end. But yeah, I'm working on the little turret kind of room that you can rent. I imagine you can rent. This is all pretend. But oh well. There's also one turret that is like a little chess room, but yeah, this is what the turret that I imagine is like a private study area looks like. There's a beautiful couch, very traditional, very old, but still nice looking. You've got a desk, you can bring in your laptops. There's no laptops here. I also place a couple of things on the roof just to make sure there's plenty of activities and your Sims can do anything that they want in this library, like watching the stars and even painting. But yeah, this is what the build looks like, and I'm just working on a little bit of landscaping now because landscaping is always important. I wanted to add a little gazebo on the outside just to, again, just make it feel even more grand and like old looking and all of it. And I really enjoyed it. This is a gazebo that has a chess table. Lots of chess in this particular lot. If you are on the chess club in university or in high school years, whatever it is, you have plenty of options in this particular library. But yeah, I add a little chess moment over here and then I go in and I start working on the car park. It's not a very big car park. It's just for like, I think I put like 4 cars or something like that. Again, cars are not really playable in game, but we like to pretend and we like how car parks look and they look quite realistic to our real day-to-day. So I always like to add that bit of realism. I add a little bit of a little walkway in between the 2 entrances, but yeah, I'm placing the cars at the moment. I love the cars that we got with Cottage Living. Honestly, Cottage Living, one of the best packs. If you don't have Cottage Living, please get it. I absolutely recommend it. Absolutely. Working on some landscaping at the moment, adding some trees, just making it feel nice and whimsical and like it belongs in this kind of environment and landscape, because this is quite a almost foresty kind of place in Cottage Living. So I imagine that everything would be a little bit overgrown and like very like foresty looking. But yeah, this is what the landscaping is looking at the moment. It's already pretty full and pretty like overgrown and whimsical. I added a couple of hydrangeas, blue ones. But yeah, that mod that you saw me using there is actually the tool mod, and that helps me sync landscape and change landscape in ways that I cannot do in game. So if you don't have it and if you'd like to give it a go, I totally recommend it. It takes a little bit of finicking around, but it's a great mod. But yeah, I think we are coming to the end of this speed build. Honestly guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please like and share it with anyone you think would like this as well. Please subscribe because that would really help me out. And of course, leave your comments. I love reading what you guys have to send. I will 100% respond to everything as well. But yeah, thank you for watching once again and have a good day. Bye-bye.